Greetings and hallucinations, everyone. Jonathan Berry here, coming to you live from the Baltic region of Riga, at the Riga Sea here in Latvia, and really excited to share this transmission with you all today to give you a little update about my life, where I'm at, and what's happening this fall equinox, because as you may or may not know, just in about 5 days from now, we're going to be enjoying the change of the season, the transformation from the summer into the fall. And this is, as always, a really good time to reflect on how far you have come in the summer and also to reposition, right? And in entrepreneurship, we always look at this idea of rapid prototyping and also pivoting, right? Like consciously pivoting. One of the biggest fears for entrepreneurs is failure, right? And in entrepreneurship, in the body of teaching entrepreneurship, we always say fail as soon as possible, because when you fail, you get valuable data and you find out what doesn't work. And that's what's important, is to find out what works, what doesn't work. And when we find something that doesn't work, we reflect on what happened, we look at the data, and then we pivot. And pivoting is like what they do in basketball, you know, when they like reposition and then shoot. And when we pivot, we can, agile design your life. Agile design is the process of quickly coming up with, a hypothesis or a potential outcome of your belief. Like, maybe if I create this product, then this might happen, right? Or maybe if I if I launch this new program, maybe some people will, have some transformations in their future. Because recently I've been getting messages from people, and it's so awesome. Like, I do this, my Mind Lab workshop all over the world, where we basically do exactly this. We create a strategy for the future. And I just got a message like 2 days ago, and someone was like, John, look at this. Like, she wrote down exactly how much money she wanted to make per month, and exactly what type of dream job she wanted to land, and boom, she got it, and so, but we've had like crazy stories. Like, my brother, recently, he was like, dude, I came to your workshop and I wrote this down. He's like, I wrote kids in my dream line, and my girlfriend's pregnant, right? So it's like, be careful what you wish for, but also just know, like, maybe you already know what you're doing with your future. Maybe you have it crystal clear. It's all G. This is different from your to-do list. This is different from what you would normally do, because essentially what we're tuning into is the idea that in quantum physics, there's something called the many worlds theory, which states that in this moment, there are infinite future trajectories for your life. Right? I mean, like, we really don't know what the future is going to hold. And the bottom line is that the state of being, the state of emotion, the state of the mental state of awareness that you are in, they say, knowledge is power, right? The more you know, the more you know. And so, that state of seeing is going to determine the future that you walk into. And you're going to walk into that future whether you are ready for it or not, right? It's coming. It's coming. Just like there are fish coming out of my head. Yum. 5 points. Ding. So, basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be tuning into the frequency of your future. But it's not just the frequency that you think you're going to create. It's the frequency of the future that you want to create. And as we like to call it, we call it your fuck yes future. What does your fuck yes future feel like? What does it look like? We're going to design that. We're going to draft that. But we're not just going to do it just because. We're going to do it because it's the first day of the equinox on Monday, the 23rd of September. And we're going to have international community of people who are coming together to collectively galactivate their future timelines. And I think that's awesome, because there's this idea of coherence, right? Coherence is like when a frequency or a wave, there's wave coherence. So like when two waves are vibrating at the same frequency, then they come together and they create a more powerful version of that wave. There's also like brain and heart coherence, when your heart and your feeling frequency and your mind and your thoughts are in alignment. You're not overthinking. You're not trying to get somewhere else that you're not. You're not trying to go somewhere outside of this present moment. Your heart is in an expansive state. And we're going to get more into this. I want to share with you guys some of the recent research breakthroughs that I've been discovering, not only in my meditation practice, but just in my research practice of my building this new mental model of understanding about how the body and our neural physiology works with our mind, and how when we change our frequency, it creates a ripple effect, not only in your mind and body, but in your future, in your lifeline. And that's what we're going to be exploring on Monday. And so I want to invite you, if you know anyone that would be interested in joining, this is going to be a good opportunity for you to bring a friend who is like your accountability buddy. Because what we want to do is we want to create mastermind groups around what it is that you're manifesting. And masterminds are a really powerful technology that I first learned about when I was reading the book, Good movie, Think and Grow Rich. And I'm curious if any of you have read that book before, Think and Grow Rich. Such a great book, classic, a business inspirational classic. And essentially a mastermind group is a community of 2 or more people who gather for a collective purpose to focus their minds and their intentions on a certain outcome. And so that's what we're going to be doing at this event, because essentially we're going to be, first starting with discovering what is our mission, our personal journey, and then once you kind of get clear on your own strategy, then having your mastermind will give you the support that you need in order to continue making progress on that. So, really excited to share this with you guys. Please check the link that I posted in this video, and it'll give you all the details. We're going to be meeting next Monday for the fall equinox. This is the beginning of the fall season, and this is the most important time to be really just intentionally setting intentions for what it is that you want to create. And I'm going to be guiding you through a process of drafting out the future. It's a really beautiful process. I've done it with over 1,000 people, and it's just like doing this every time. The more that you can go through this practice, the more that you can put layers on your future and on your vision, the layer after layer. It's like we're painting our reality with consciousness, and we get to be the curators of our reality. Jenny says, "Hi, how are you doing?" "I'm doing great. That's why I'm making this video, sister. How are you doing?" And so essentially what we're going to be doing is we're going to be painting our reality, and we're going to be utilizing those quantum technologies of the observer effect. The observer effect, states that, where attention goes, energy flows. And the more that we observe our reality, the more we will begin to actually see our observation have an impact. Meaning that, like, the more that you actually spend time working on your strategy, working on your vision, just statistically, you will be increasing the probability of that manifesting, of your reality manifesting exactly as you wrote it down. And so we're going to be diving into this collectively with a group of people from around the world. And when you do that, that's creating that global coherence. So we're really utilizing that collective frequency, that collective field. So we're going to do like a ceremony. We're going to be honoring the turning of the season. We're going to be, doing some meditation and some breath work in order to really, tune our bodies as instruments for consciousness to activate the future in which we are being called to embody, the future that we are being called to walk on, the timeline that we're being called to create. And it starts right now in this moment when you click that button, yo. So check out the link. I shared it. It's got all the deets. We're going to meet up on Monday. We're going to throw down some new ideas. We're going to collapse the wave of the quantum field into 3-dimensional reality as we write down our ideas through the power of intentionality so that we can see the future in which we want to be, the breath in which we want to breathe, the air that we want to perceive our reality through, because you are the infinite creator. of your present moment experience, fifth dimensional manifestation states that you got infinite timelines at your will. So why don't you take your power now and begin to write it down so that maybe somehow you could just encrypt your present moment with the frequency and with the potentiality that you want to bring into your reality. I wish I had like a better beat other than this like white noise of this hotel lobby that I'm in right now. But I do love the bubbles and this fish in the background. Is that vegan? Breatharian, actually. I was just eating air. I don't know if you saw that, but it's the bubbles, you know. Fancy. Cool. Well, I'm gonna end this video before I break something, and looking forward to seeing you guys on Monday. Please share this video with anyone that you think would be down to join us to create strategy for the next 3 months, because we're gonna be creating our fall strategy that's gonna bring us into the new year, 2020, baby. Here we come. See you guys in the flow. Peace.